don't say, well, ask this person or do this, because the person who gets involved will be kicked. Not the people arguing, the person who gets involved. Leave them to it. We're not having that type of community where everyone has to get involved. So if anyone gets involved and anyone's ganging up, you'll be gone. Let two people argue, even if you're the best friend and you know the info to help the person. They're arguing amongst themselves. The one who gets involved is getting kicked out. We're not having all that round these ways, as Miss Red would say. You know what I mean? Because it's not fair. So Polar Bear falls out with Katie Minx, then whoever's more friends with Katie Minx has to get involved, and whoever's more friends with Polar Bear, no, I'm not having it. Whoever gets involved between Katie and Polar Bear's argument will be out. Not Katie and Polar Bear. They can stay and argue all they like, but it's between them.
I'd never argue with her. I love her.
I know, babes. I'm just giving examples.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It does make sense, because it should just be between the people that you've got the issue with. Not everybody else involved.
Because then people have to take sides. Anyone taking sides, you know what I mean? You can take sides on your WhatsApps to your friends and say, you know what I mean? But if you bring it into my community, you're gone. I'm not having it. We're starting as we mean to go on. Because you know what it's like, Polar Bear. Look at Delusive Angie's community. Once one argues, then they're all arguing. I'm not having that. We're not having that.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, it is true. I mean, like... the trolls that are in her human life are absolutely horrific.
Good, I'm glad she's got them. That's who she sits around, Polar Bear, good.
You know, and again, that's why I support you, because you're the only one that ever really supported me. You were the only one that ever...
yeah, I'm at Anna and as well. I took that name away for you as well.
Yeah, you did, and I really appreciate that.
I see that, and they say I'm not powerful, look.
Yeah. Well, I do really appreciate that, you know, and I...
no, it's all good.
You know, and I try to stay as neutral as possible, but I'll always have your back, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you're a bit muffled, Polar Bear, babes. I don't really rested the phone on the bed or the chair, I don't know. I was saying bed because I'm still chilling. Whenever I talk to anyone live, I sit on the bed and have a little smoke on me, little vape and everything.
Oh.
Are you going to join up? What, is nobody requesting Katie, none of our people? I was going to say, it's surprising nobody's joined up.
Someone called expecting me. I don't know who this is.
Hello. Hello. Why do people join and not say hello themselves? If I join, I'm like, hi everyone.
I don't think she knows she's in the bar.
Kick her out then if she doesn't know.
Out.
Oh, you look lovely, even mother.
I don't. I look horrendous.
You don't. Nothing wrong with you, love.
I just suddenly realised this is the first time I've ever done it. I've just got my glasses on. I'm laying here on the sofa because I've got such incredible pain in my left breast and in my lymph nodes. I had implants when I was in my 20s. I was actually I was sectioned at the time, but I had cysts in each breast, like a lot, but they were bleeding.
Yeah.
So they said they had to remove them, but because I was so anorexic at the time, it would have left me with nothing. So they shoved these things in me, didn't tell me 20 odd years later or more, they wouldn't, replace them, take them out. So what they're trying to do, they've offered over the last 3 or 4 years, because they've been leaking now for 4 years or more and into my lymph nodes, is just to take them all out and leave me with 2 flaps of skin.
Oh no.
Are they the dangerous ones that they had the big uproar about that were leaking?
No, they're just implants. If you have them more than 20 years, it can happen. And
Go away.
I've had the psychiatric team, 2 GPs, psychiatric nurse, all right, because it goes through funding nowadays for the NHS. And also my surgeon said she will need some reconstruction.
I've had mine in since I was 7.
2 flaps of skin and nipples hanging on the end.
You're going to get banned because you keep saying those words. But I was going to say, listen, I've had mine in since I was 17. I'm 18. I'm 37 now. So I need to get mine changed.
Yeah, because mine now, it leaks all, and when it goes into your lymph nodes, it then goes down to all your
Oh,
joints.
see, mine are okay, you see, because they're not leaked or anything. It's only if they leak.
Yeah, it's worth just getting an just to check. But the hospital is saying we want to take them out ASAP, but they refuse to give me. And I don't want big boobs. I'm 61. I just want to look down and see a breast instead of a flap of skin.
I'll get some double Ds.
Hey, do you know what they were saying about what that Chelsea girl, that busybody Chelsea who joined Miss Red's box earlier? She said, "Oh, she's no Nikki Minx, she is, and never met up with her." That's not because of any other reason other than I've met creators and made content. So I've never met people over here. It's just I've met content creators to make content. So I'll meet whoever I want, whenever I want, nothing to do with you.
Hello, everyone.
Hang on a minute. Miss J has never ever met Miss Red. And they're besties, aren't they, for how many years on this app? So why has she met Luke, the judge, and everyone else, but not Miss J? So it's very hypocritical, to be honest, their side of TikTok.
Fuck.
Yeah, they're walking contradictions, to be honest.
Hello, this is the first time I've ever been in a box, so hiya everyone.
Hello.
I'd just like to say that I'm a 50-year-old woman. I think I'm quite normal. Work a job in criminal justice, but I work from home, and I absolutely live for these lives, I must say. I never thought I'd be one for getting into TikTok and doing all that, but honestly, it's I know it's daft, but I know this is really weird, and I'm an oversharer, late diagnosed AD. I'm not going to trauma dump, but you sort of set your times round Evil Queens Live and da-da-da-da-da. And I just wanted to say that out of all the creators, that you are my absolute favourite.
Thank you. Do you know what? I seem to have attracted all your APs.
Oh my God, how do I put my camera on, you cheeky monkey?
No, honestly, because they class it at a certain age. Because I did an age check the other day and everyone was like 64 and 70 and 59. I was like, oh yes, love, we'll have all of you. You're all on the pension, lads, we'll have a bit of that.
Oh, I don't think I can get on my I don't think I can get on my camera because I haven't got enough followers. So I'm glad for little lives like this that I can come on. But honestly, I genuinely believe you, because when I work in criminal behaviour, and when you were on that live, you were gutted about Canadian Angie. And
I still am, it's not true.
I know, you can tell you are, and you know, like I'm supposed to be a behavioural expert, and I can honestly tell you gutted. And yeah, people like us, we have a big mouth and we say the wrong things, but we build these really instant, intense friendships, and we genuinely believe they're real. And if other people don't, that's shame on them. Because you know how loyal people like us with ADHD and those intense feelings that we get. And I genuinely believe that you are.
Oh my God.
You are who you say you are.
Thank you. I'm sorry, somebody just turned around and mentioned a Chanel bag. I got a YSL handbag. So the same present still. So you haven't changed nothing, love, by getting any handbag, because I got the handbag too. It's on a video. Somebody download it.
Well, if there's handbags going around, I wouldn't mind
swear,
the new YSL one.
First it was flowers. Oh, I got them too. Next it was bloody bags. I got that too. Next it'll be a pair of sunglasses, or then it'll be perfume. Oh, we've had it, love, already. It's the same tactics, isn't it? I feel a bit sorry for Shep, because every time she thinks he's got something that he hasn't done before, he's already done it.
It's so boring, and it's all top show, in it. That's the thing, and it's projecting it out there for a reaction. Because if they didn't, they'd be bored. Well, why would you want to? If your relationship, like
That's
you said before,
hilarious.
you keep your relationship quiet, and why would you want to put that in front of the world to say, "Oh, I've got him now"? Who cares?
It's a weekend TikTok showmance.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
It's only every weekend, so it's a showmance for every weekend.
Yeah.
Well, he can only pick his girlfriend.
And do you know the way Prick's there? So when Prick's turned round and goes, so Ricky keeps turning round and saying, "Poor Jack lost his job." How did he? He's a drug dealer, like I told you all he was. Because he had no job the other week, do you remember? Oh, she took everything from me. Oh, well, how'd you get all this money all of a sudden? You're a drug dealer.
It was
so everybody reports to the police in Oakham police station, that Jack Lewin, not Pewin, it's Lewin, is a drug dealer. Because how's he affording this with no job, like he claiming?
Well, he was happy to go along with it at the time.
Exactly, my love.
And then when obviously he got caught out, then he's got to throw all the shade, hasn't he, to create that narrative that he wants to believe and wants to put out to everybody else. But
I think it's hilarious, though. I get content after content all the time to view. And it's like watching two of the people who've done shitty things to me link up together. It's like the creators on this app, they've all slagged each other, even as much as a few days ago. So it's lovely to see that I control this whole app. There is nobody else. I don't mean in a bad way, but like they can't get away from me. Everybody's talking about me, every live. Even when I'm going sub only, everyone's cam-toing me. So when they go, you need to stop showing it, they won't, because they all want clout. So I win every time.
Main character energy. That's
Exactly.
the problem, isn't it? Right, well, I'm going to love you and leave you and get on with my day.
Bye, babes. I'll follow you on this account as well.
Oh, cheers. See you later, everyone.
Later,
Have a good
babes.
day.
Bye, love.
Oh, I don't even know how to get out that famous line that everyone says.
I'm going to
Can
jump
someone
down
kick
as
me
well.
out?
Love you all. I'm jumping at Evil Enchanted. I love you. Love you. Bye, everyone. Bye, lovely. Bye, Katie. Bye, Mother.
Say something. Oh, she's gone. I just
Oh my
wanted to
god, I
say,
showed my face for the first time ever. By accident. I got no makeup on, no nothing. I'm like, oh my god. I was just looking my 61 years. I'm like, oh my god. Like, please. I got no makeup, no foundation. I look white as a ghost.
can I just say something? What I was going to say is, what Rosie was saying last night is that she played along because of this phone, and we know what was on that phone. So for Rosie to be saying that actually proves exactly what Jack was, which is more evidence towards what EQ is saying.
I agree.
I feel so
The more
sad.
they talk, the more it all comes unravelled and people see them for what they are. And it's liars and clout chasers.
Well, without EQ, they wouldn't have nothing, really.
No, exactly. They've all built their platforms on the basis of attacking EQ for some reason or another. And the same thing's happening now with Canadian Angie. She's doing the same. And she's using all the same tricks that they used.
It's all pathetic how they pick on the EQ non-stop, and yet she carries on and carries on. But it must hurt her because they use her friends, her family, and I know she's as strong as a trooper, but she's still human,
Yeah.
and it must hurt.
Yeah, of course it does. All like these people that you thought you were your friends, and now suddenly they're using your trauma and your conditions against you. It's pretty sick, really, but it's good in a way because the truth has come to light. You know what I mean? She knows who she can trust. She knows that this person that she considered a friend wasn't a friend. It's just a shame it's taken so long for it to come to light.
But it took them Tuesday. She was gifted her Tuesday, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, because that's another thing. Like it's all phony. Like she's a phony person, CA, and it just shows how much of a groomer she is when it comes to gifting people. She's grooming people to get a platform, and that's how I see it, in my opinion.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
I mean, I liked CA, and so, but obviously EQ has been so kind to me. I don't want to pick sides, but it's like I'm being put in a position where I have to. And I don't think it's right. And also, what I didn't like was being somewhat, her saying that EQ has groomed us. I'm telling you something now, right? I was with a man that groomed me and controlled me. I will never be groomed or controlled ever again in my life.
No. Well, we can make our own decisions, and with regards to the picking sides as well, like one person's made it pretty clear that they want people to pick sides, and that isn't EQ. So you do the math on that. She's like Canadian, and she's blocking people, muting people. She's not letting anyone have their say, letting anyone have their opinion. She's literally shouts them down. I've always felt a bit icky towards Canadian Angie, the way she speaks to people in her box, the way they seem quite under the thumb, like she shouts over the top of them if they're watching their FYP.
Yeah, I agree.
And it is very, it's like narcissistic in my opinion.
Miss Red this morning said that all of the evil army are all thick, stupid, illiterate. I don't know what other term she uses. And I thought, but that's the total opposite. We're the total opposite. Is your followers are the whatever, but I'm not going to go down her same route because that makes me as low as what she is. But everyone I've met on the evil through this app, we've all been the total, we're all empaths.
Yeah.
And like,
but
we love.
we can all be those things. We can all be those things. So using that as like an attack is ridiculous. Like, we're all human, so we've all got them traits, but it's how we control them traits and it's how we act upon those traits. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can I just correct something? Because I think some people have misunderstood what I'm not saying. EQ is saying we have to pick sides. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
It's like...
No, I didn't take that as that.
No, I didn't.
There's been a few people in the comments who are like, you know, that EQ hasn't said that. I'm not saying that, absolutely not. I'm not saying that EQ is saying us to pick sides. You know, it's other creators. You know, I do like Delusive Angie. I do like CA. But at the end of the day, you know, I just don't like what's going on. And EQ has done more for me than any of them.
Yeah. But with Delusive Angie, a lot of people listen to her, but every town has got a drunk that's in the middle of the town centre screaming at people, this, that and the other. She's basically like the online TikTok version of it. And I don't know why people...
And she's made a platform bill from it. It's madness.
Yeah.
See, now, I don't like that. I'm going to correct you on that. Yes, she has a drink, right? And I don't condone that. I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not going to have a go at you, but please choose your words wisely because it can be very hurtful.
But she's been very, very hurtful.
Yeah. What words did I use?
Well, it was just like...
What words did I particularly use? Only because, like, this is...
You know, everybody, you know, basically there's a drunk in the middle of town, this, that and the next thing. You know, there's a lot of deep-rooted issues when it comes to alcoholism. Anybody that's been on, you know...
Yeah.
Well, I was raised in a pub. My mother and father were both alcoholics. So, and I watched alcoholics because that was what I was born into, a pub. Basically, I get that. But with Angie, what I've noticed that she's flip-flopping. That's what's upset me with Angie because I was a delusive. I loved Angie, and I loved it when she was sober and naive and getting giggly over Sam Walker and all that lot. And I quite like that side of her. But then there's this other side that comes out of her, and it's been like she's flip-flopping. Like she said, oh, Talia this, Talia that, Talia this. Talia attacks her, and then she just makes such good, and then she takes oh, it's okay, we're both sorry, we both love each other now. And then Talia went straight into her box and started ripping a new thing about Angie. I just find Angie should find her lane and stick with it.
But Angie, I do like Angie. I do like Angie.
I know she's
and
hard not to like.
I just don't like it when people mock drinking. Because there's deep
but none of us sat there and said, I hate drinking.
I wasn't mocking it. I was just having an opinion.
I didn't say anything about drinking.
I was just having an opinion. Like,
I'm just
I agree with you. When
she's had a drink.
When she's like on, like I find her quite amusing. She's quite funny, and she is a smart woman, and she's got the facts. But it's when
she's extremely intelligent, and actually she's so caring. Right, off the app. Well, she's caring anyway, you know, she is. So, you know, and I know things like this are going on and all that, but I still like Angie.
You can't not like Angie, do you know what I mean? But there's this sadness in the way she's self-destructive on herself. You know? And it's like sad that she's always in that one room. It's just, you know, it's heartbreaking, really.
No, I don't want to discuss it anymore. You know, I do like Angie. I do like Angie.
Like I said, she's hard to dislike.
I don't want to discuss it anymore because she has got a very good heart.
Yeah, totally agree with you on that. Totally. In fact, she tries to please everyone, and that's probably where it comes across as flip-flopping.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, she could potentially be a people pleaser.
Yeah,
I think we're all guilty of that, being a people pleaser. So,
Right, guys, I'm going to have to jump off. Me mum's just come here, so... Okie dokes.
okay then. Thank you, Katie.
No problem.
I'm going to go as well. Thank you, everyone. Lots of love.
Lots of love, everyone.